All right, so I haven't watched any of this. This is going to be fully new for me. I've been too busy with actual threats to Australia, not Angus Taylor and the Liberal Party. I mean, come on. They're finished. The uni party's finished. One Nation's here. So I haven't had a chance to make videos, but everyone's been telling me about it. Pauline Hansen's been going at him. Angus Taylor's been attacking him. So let's see what's going on. Let's get a full dive in how the Liberal Party is so retarded that first they attack One Nation. First thing Matt Canavan and Angus Taylor did when they got in power, attack One Nation. That didn't work. So they spent the last few months copying One Nation. Copying all their policies. But they don't have policies, but apparently they do. They've been copying them. They've been copying their speech on immigration. But as soon as they say monoculture, oh no. Angus Taylor, I can't speak on monoculture. That's racist. It's like, Australian culture is not fucking racist. So that all happened. And now apparently he's backpedaling and attacking One Nation again. And Pauline Hanson's out here saying, and One Nation saying, what the hell's going on? We're meant to be taking down Labor and the Greens together. And all you're doing is attacking One Nation with them. Uni party in full effect. So let's see this. Let's have a look.
Opposition leader Angus Taylor has diverted his attention from Labor to Pauline Hansen.
Why would you do that? Why?
In a blistering attack on her party. He says One Nation would deliver an eternity of pain for Australia, lighting the fuse for a war of words with the senator.
So there goes the preferences deals. There goes everything.
I'm in Luton Town Centre with Pauline Hansen.
In Britain, being shown around by a far-right activist.
Practically no. With your hands, Tommy.
The same Tommy Robinson interviewed by Carl Stefanovic that saw the presenter sacked by Nine. Now Robinson is asking the questions to Pauline Hansen for...
Are you going to say what? He's exposed? Maybe over 250,000 women and children in England being raped? Not going to say that, are you, Channel 7?
His own podcast.
I'm looking forward to hearing your story and also the shift that's happened in Australia.
A shift of voters from the Liberals and Nationals and even Labor to One Nation.
That's right.
Angus Taylor now fighting back.
One Nation would send us broke.
Claiming
We're already broke, mate. We're $1 trillion in debt. And you're going to say One Nation is going to send us broke? How? By using our resources? Get rid of net zero? How would that send us broke? Actually producing something instead of government jobs and benefits. He's such an idiot.
its policies aren't costed, including net zero immigration, indexing tax brackets to inflation, income splitting, and increasing defence spending to 3.5% of GDP.
Of course, it's easy to make promises when you're not a party of government. One Nation is a lot like the Greens in that regard.
Though Labor...
Fuck off, Angus Taylor. What the hell are you doing, mate? This is career suicide.
says Taylor has his own $500 billion budget black hole.
They're a small C coalition, a coalition of right-wing parties.
Taylor claiming Pauline as PM would send inflation and interest rates soaring.
That's why I warned that...
How? By cutting spending is going to send inflation soaring? How is cutting government spending and rubbish going to make inflation go up? How is that even possible?
An eternity of pain.
Dylan, thank you for renewing your membership, mate. Back to the dark forces. Thank you, my man.
Pain would follow a One Nation government.
Hansen hitting back from London.
I'm very disappointed with this. Ooh. You know, Angus, I'm not your enemy.
But pollsters say she is, as One Nation threatens to send the coalition to political extinction.
Well, that's the coalition's fault, not One Nation. It's because the coalition are the uni party. They voted against freedom of speech. They turned around and did that. They attack Australian culture, don't address the real issues. They pretend to do it. And as soon as they're questioned on it, like Angus Taylor, they backpedal. They backpedal straight away. As soon as you say to them, monoculture, They freak out. They can't say it. You want Australian culture first? Multiracial's fine, but you want Australian culture first? Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Because they love the multiculturalism as well. They love the imports. That's why they say we need tougher immigration where they're coming from. Are you going to stop immigration? Are you going to tackle radical Islam? All these topics they stay away from because they're too fucking scared. And look what it's done to their party. Because you may as well vote for Labor then if you're going to act like that.
Have to start criticising One Nation. One Nation's in the business of replacing them as a political party.
Josh Martin, 7 News.
Hate to break it to the Liberal Party, but the replacement is already here. Can I get some ones in the chat if you think the Liberal Party has already been replaced? Jess and Angus need to wake up very quickly. Oh, Jess Wilson, remember after Bondi, that clip, she goes, we need stronger speech laws to protect Indians and Chinese people. It's like, it was an Islamic terrorist attack. Calling someone mean names isn't going to stop that. All right, so let's see what Pauline Hansen fully said. She uploaded this on her channel. Fighting back at Angus Taylor because he's such an idiot doing this. Like, what a complete joke. Attacking One Nation instead of the Labor and the Greens Party. Come on. Who do you work for here?
Well, I'm still in London, but I've heard a lot of feedback about Angus Taylor's speech. People aren't happy with what he said and his comments about One Nation and myself. I'm very disappointed with this. You know, Angus, I'm not your enemy. We both need to get rid of the Labor, the Greens government, the toxic government that's done so much damage to this country. You can reflect back on your budget reply speech. You picked up and said a lot of One Nation's policies, so I don't agree with you having a go at me and what I stand for. You know, reduction of immigration, we were the ones that you followed our lead to do with the voice. Net zero, again, you followed our lead to get rid of it. There's a lot of things that you've done, even the fuel excise. So a lot of the policies that you say won't work is not the truth at all. Let's work together. That's what I keep saying all the time. The people of Australia are crying out for change. Listen to the people, Angus, and work with me. Stop denigrating One Nation and work together.
There you go. She's still saying let's work together. What an absolute legend. Her main goal is to get rid of Fat Neck Albo. Get rid of Tony Burker, Penny Wong, all those freaking freaks that just want to destroy our country and turn us into an Australia stan. Turn us into an Australia stan, which we don't want to be. So it's absolutely ridiculous that Angus Taylor's out here attacking One Nation. And like she said, you've been copying us the last few months. You're trying to copy us on immigration. You're trying to copy us on net zero. You're trying to copy us on The Voice. You're literally copying our policies. And then you're turning around saying, One Nation will destroy Australia because you're losing. Because your copying didn't work. Because people can see through your lies. And now you've changed again. You're going to lose even more trust. Let's keep getting in. We got another one. Angus Taylor getting grilled on Sky News about his attack on One Nation. The saga continues. It just keeps continuing.
But aren't some of One Nation's policies your policies? Indexing the tax scale certainly is.
Well, you know, look, a lot of the time I don't really know what their policies are. They sort of wander around from one place to another.
That's the Liberal Party that wanders around one place to another. That's why no one trusts them anymore. If you can say that about One Nation, you are... That's a flat out lie. What does that girl say? Like, how can you say that about One Nation? They have been consistent. Pauline Hansen has been consistent for 30 years. That is why people are voting for her. Because she's trustworthy. Because she's consistent. So for you to come out here and say, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They're flopping around. Like, what are you talking about, mate? The Liberal Party changes their tune every few weeks. And you're trying to say you don't know what their policies is. And Ben, you're the man, Ben. Ben's got to smash the goals himself. Thank you, Ben. Like, One Nation has lots of policies, which we've gone through before, but they're tackling the main issues. Mass immigration, the biggest problem in Australia. RIP the Liberal Party. That's right, Melissa. Thank you. That's right. Mass immigration is the biggest problem in Australia. Net zero is another huge problem. causing us to be broke and have no power. They're the two massive problems we need to address. Not using our resources and exporting and making a profit for our people. Another huge problem. All these things are the top three big dogs that the Liberal Party tried to copy One Nation on. Now they're saying they're not. And then the Labor Party wouldn't address it because they don't think mass immigration exists. They just say that's our voters. So why would we even... They don't even acknowledge mass immigration. They go, the Labor Party have no houses. We don't have any houses. What's going on? And it's like, well, you just let in another 2 million people. It's like, no, they're our voters. No. That's not the cause of the housing crisis. It's because the Liberal Party didn't build enough houses. Oh, John, thank you. One nation, one nation, one nation. All the way. Let's go. That's right, John. Let's get it. Thank you, John. And Ben chucking in again. My man. Thank you all. Taylor is a liar. Yeah, listen to that again. Thank you all.
A lot of the time, I don't really know what their policies are. They sort of wander around from one place to another.
It's like, how can you go on TV and lie like that? They have been on the nail point for 30 years, Pauline Hansen. I can watch her speech from 30 years ago like I've done on this channel. It's exactly the same message. What is he talking about? Obviously, Angus can't read. He can't hear either. He can't do nothing.
But if you're alleging or claiming that their policies will drive up inflation, well, you've got some of their policies.
Oh.
I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Pete.
Well, indexing the tax scale for one.
Sure, but we've laid out how we would pay for that. We will get rid of the big company handouts that Labor's pursuing. Big handouts for big companies, they've got to stop. We'll get rid of the net zero programs that haven't reduced emissions.
So you're just trying to say One Nation policies now. He's like, what One Nation policies? And then he's like, these ones. And he's like, oh yeah, we're copying One Nation, if you didn't know. He's like, I don't copy One Nation's policies. They don't have any. Next minute, listing all the One Nation policies he's trying to copy.
And have seen a 40% increase in electricity prices. We'll get rid of the housing programs that aren't delivering new houses, and we'll ensure that our core welfare programs and the 5% home deposit scheme are reserved to Australian citizens. I mean, we've laid out those plans very clearly. We have always taken costed plans to elections. Mm-hmm. The Greens and One Nation, the minor parties, have never done that.
Oh, shut up. Maybe because One Nation's never had the chance. Let's be real. And Ben, you're still going, mate. You're the man. Thank you, Ben.
It is crucial that what we have right now is an alternative to Labor, a pathway for change, a pathway out of the economic crisis.
Well, going with the Liberal Party isn't an alternative to Labor. That's why they call it the Uni Party, because they didn't do fuck all different. That's why the Uni Party word exists. Jackie, thank you so much. This is so good. Keep it up. Expose the lies. I'm praying that there is a complete reset from government down to the truth speaker. The gifters are running scared. The grifters, are running scared. Yes, that's right. They are running. Thank you so much. That's what we want. We want to abolish this current government and get a whole new government in. It's funny that the Liberal Party are attacking One Nation when One Nation are out here saying we want to work together to get rid of Labor and the Greens. But for some reason, the Liberal Party want to attack One Nation instead. It's crazy. Thank you so much.
That is coherent, that can work, that's not going to drive up inflation and interest rates, and is going to ensure that Australians can see a pathway to prosperity again. That's not what we're seeing right now from Labor, and I don't see it from other parties.
Well, you've had reaction, a bit of it from One.
There we go. That was on Pauline's channel as well. I'll link it, Pauline's channel, in the chat. She is a legend. Samuel, my man. We are one, but we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come, we'll share the dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. That's right, monoculture, mate. Monoculture. Thank you so much, mate. That's what we want. We don't want multiculturalism. Can you get some ones in the chat if we don't want multiculturalism in Australia? We can have multiracial, but we want monocultural. We want Australian culture in Australia. If you don't like it, you'll be gone soon. Get up. That's right. They try to call it racist for wanting Australian culture. Guess what? This is Australia. Of course I want fucking Australian culture. It's not racist, mate. If you think it's racist, you're obviously against Australian culture. Oh, it's crazy. If you don't like it, you can leave. That's right. Millions must go. That's right, Cannabis.